Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Didn't get taxes.
Ta-da!
Yorion. This is Standard.
Hello and welcome back to another day or evening in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, a late night while the wife is upstairs sleeping run at early season Mythic, and to see if we can once again become the #1 person in Mythic, the #1 Mythic gamer, basically by lieu of being there first. When the season resets, I sit down, I play Magic, I play till I'm sick of it or till I pass out. A few times we've gotten to #1. We got to #1 last month, a few times, but we weren't the first one there. And tonight we are playing, it's called Elite White. It's Mono White Yorion. You can see. Eventually, it's just too hard to cut all the good white cards. Like, look at all these. Sparring Regimen is amazing in Best of One. Redain is excellent against Ultimatum and the snow decks like Prismari, Dragons, and Mono Red. And then there's Maul the Skyclaves. How do you cut that from your deck? Elite Spellbinder. Like, the cards are so good. So I found a way to solve it. Play 80 cards. I do this in several other archetypes, and now I'm playing 80 cards with Yorion in Mono White. It has a few advantages. A companion for one, a 4/5 flyer that can definitely get you extra value with cards like Skyclave Apparition. Blinking Sparring Regimen gets you lessons. Blinking the Redain can flip the shield into Redain, God of the Worthy, which, who knows, it could come up. And then Maul of Skyclaves is a free attach. Elite Spellbinder attacks the hand. So it's not as though we have no reason to play a Yorion in the deck. We're also better against rogues, and yeah, we don't have to make as many cuts. But basically, I've done this run a few times now in the current standard. I think Mono White is a top tier ladder deck, not close. And adding in my favorite card just makes it all the more delightful for me. Very short deck tech, because we're in a hurry. We've got to get to Mythic. We've got to see if the one in Best of One can once again be #1. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. I have to be quiet. My wife is sleeping. It's 4:44 a.m. It's very early. So it'll be quieter than normal video. Oh, you thought we had a Yorion mirror? Well, allow me to shock you. Have we caught you unawares? Will it cost you your life? That's a card. Okay, I think they have a counter. So that means we don't play the Spellbinder here, but nothing else gives us good value right now. All right. This Spellbinder's so surgical, though. They must have a counter. There's no way that they just do nothing here. It's too bad I don't have a 2-mana play to hold up the bounty. They didn't buy Yorion. They've got something. So I guess you get to counter this. Hey, if they let it resolve, that's cool. Binding, unfortunately. Surprised they didn't buy Yorion there to go with the binding. They go for the bounty, okay. So next turn they'll have 5. Let's go for the throat. Oh my. They're at 14? Don't know if it matters what we take. I guess this is the best use for their mana. So they have to top deck something really good here. Oh my, that is a chunky hand. So we should get a free shot on them next turn unless they draw something really good. That is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Could be game. And the card off the top is a land, which means all you can do is buy Yorion and you're dead. Home stretch. Where might we enter into Mythic this time? I'd have not had anywhere near as easy a run as I've had in the past. The other 2 runs I've had were 10 times easier than the one I'm doing tonight. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. Some things are supposed to be hard. Well, we'll see. No companion. Oh no. Snow-covered swamp, that's not good. If it's the mono black snow deck, this is a terrible matchup. Nope. Just a little Skyclave Shade. So, I usually lead with the Savior because if I draw a 2-drop like a Luminarch Aspirant, I want to protect it. Shade can't block, may as well attack. But not really, I'm not interested in trying to fight with that. Ooh, and we're up against snow? Interesting. What you got? I mean, but this doesn't pause Rankle. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to slam this here. I guess it does pause Rankle, because their land enters the battlefield tapped. Alright, this is fine. And they take 2. They do get a Murderous Rider on deck, but that was going to happen either way. Let's get this down and give them a few tempo headaches as their lands enter the battlefield tapped now. Unless they're Castle Lock Thwain. Well done, opponent. Well done. Deadweight ready to go. Okay, they must have a way to kill this as well. No? Okay, that play doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because now you can't attack with the Shade. So a little misstep by the opponent. Let's see if we can take something out of their hand here. Mire's Grasp and Heartless Act. Good lord. When you got it, you got it. I guess let's exile this because Lurrus can recast it. Yeah, we might need the Yorion this game. Our opponent's on removal tribal. Here comes the Grasp. Not willing to trade the Rider is interesting. I thought they would want to trade that. Maybe I should have held it back, but I think they're just going to Heartless Act this thing. They don't want the Yorion to blink it. But then they've got to get through the Yorion. So, I don't know. Let's drop some exile on our opponent. Uh-oh, they've got something else. Ugh, they're making me so angry. If they're going to kill this anyway, let's take out the Shade. Because then they get a 2-2 instead of a 3-3. We want to throw this on just in case they do have like Mire's Grasp or something. Come on. Ooh, it's a lot to go through. It's a lot of pain. Yeah, they've had 5 spot removal spells here. All right, let's go after their hand first. Oh my god, they've got something else? What do they have? You've got to be kidding me. 6 spot removal spells. 7. 7 spot removal spells. 7. I mean, they had our number. Okay, what can we draw? We need to, like, Alseed, I guess? No, that wouldn't do it. What a joke. We drew 8 lands. They drew as many removal spells as we drew lands. It'd be a good hand if we were on the play. Just mediocre on the draw. Could definitely get run over. Selfless Savior first. It's a free activation. In the early game, mana is hard to come by, and often these games come down to who has a lifelink creature at the end. Or if you have a lifelink creature at the end, I should say. So opponent's got the perfect opening. We've got the Hollow Blade, though. Hollow Blade is a painful one for them to deal with. Hull Moniter's a good one. That's a really good one. You can just freeze our Hollow Blade, go right through it. Alright, they've stolen 2 very good cards. So, do we have to get rid of this robber? I guess we do. We can't have them playing either of those stolen cards. Alright, so they can make this unable to block, but it's expensive. We're at 13. I think it's time to take the fight to them. We'll see how that works out. Huh. They go with the Haven play. I was wondering if they'd do that. So Haven just attacks, and they can play this Usher of the Fallen, because it's a rogue. Big brain. Alright. Time to really get going here. Should have played the Haven. I'm definitely tired. It is what it is, though. Let's grab... We're going to need Expand, which we're probably going to put on the Alcide. For right now, we'll send in the Hollow Blade. Make it a little bigger. Hit the opponent to 11. Play the Alcide, so now we have the Lifelinker. Protect it with the Savior, hopefully for a turn cycle. Expand and regiment it. Gain back the life. Take over the game. Okay, this turn they do not reach for the Haven, so that's like an Embercleave attack. Okay. Want to make sure that you die, and we'll stack over here. The opponent will want to Embercleave here, hit for 6, 7, 8. I guess we can also do this and see what they do. But let's leave the bounty out of it, to the best of our ability. Alright, where does the Embercleave go? Right there. Perfect. Alright, if they have a Rimrock Knight, are we dead? 4, 5, we are. But we're dead either way. But we don't need the indestructibility, so we may as well absorb the damage. Okay, so they waited till the end of Frostbite. Pretty slick. Pretty slick play. Yeah, we want another +1/+1 counter on it. We need the life. Close one, but they're at 7. We're at 8. They have an Embercleave and 3 cards in hand. We're down to just 1. They can make the Alcide unable to block if they wish, which is a big problem. But they didn't have Rimrock Knight last turn. Mm-hmm. So, Bone Crusher Stomps. Let's just discard a card. Oh, we have to use the bounty here, don't we? No, it only gets through 6. It's not enough. It's not enough. You did not get away with using my own Usher to kill me. I wonder wonder how they thought that was going to work. Classic red. Classic mono red. Look out, the Joker is on the loose again. This calls for Batman. Life on the draw. It's hard. Okay, Winota. Very tough match. Very tough matchup. Let's play the Bounty. If the opponent has Bone Crusher Giant and they use it on the Bounty, we're feeling pretty good. Because then we can play Savior, and we'll have a future indestructibility. But look at him go. Look at him go. They've got the perfect 1-2 on the play. It's even better than that. They've got the perfect hand, period. We'll see if it peters out at all. I think Redain's too slow. So we get to eat a dwarf. Let's see what the opponent uses this mana for. Is it Winota, Blade Historian, Elite Spellbinder, Skyclave Apparition? Yeah, their draw is unbelievable. Yeah, it's been that kind of night, but we fight on. They do still need a payoff. All right, and they are on 2 lands. They're stuck on 2 lands. Let's hope they don't have 2 Magdas, so we can keep them stuck on 2 lands. We can take a hit or two if we're allowed to get some time to play our Angel. Okay, everybody's getting in, so we'll block here. Throw a block here, see if they want to use the Savior to try to battle through. Alright, they've got Rimrock Knight too. How many spells have they played versus what I've played? It's crazy. Look at that board. But. Actually, do we want Redain here? The Vigilance, it blocks their whole board. We can play a Savior. If we play this 4-3 and something happens to it, we have nothing. Maybe I was supposed to play Shield. Shield kind of could neutralize a lot. Alright, they found a land. They do not attack. Clarion Spirit, okay. Well, they don't have any of the heavy hitters. We can try to close this game out in the air. Clarion Spirit might be annoying though, but it'll be hard for them to double spell while they're top decking at this stage of the game. Okay. If they had a spell, they'd play it. Gotta close fast. Winota is coming. And Winota is beyond lethal. So we're 1 point short of lethal next turn in the air. We'll need a Luminarch Aspirant, and we need to find 1 more point of damage. Let's take it. Dog. Woof. That'll do it, right? No, it won't. They have a blue card. No. So close. I thought we could use the bounty to give protection to the Savior, but they have a blue creature. We're never going to survive a Winota here, right? Yeah, it's too many activations. So how about the double strike card? We need to survive. Let's say they play Blade Historian instead of Winota. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We would need 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 blockers. Here's one blocker. Here's 2 blockers. And then we need 3 blockers, so the savior. So we can attack with all of these. Well, actually, Redain has vigilance, so we may as well. Please. Please. Cut me a break, game. Cut me a break. You know it was Winota in hand. You know it. Oh, man. Their draw was so explosive. We got really lucky. 4 more wins. On the play. Wow. Shuffler's fine. But Hollowblade can solo games. So if we're in the right matchup, this can do. Mono red. Okay. Question starts to become, will we have a third land? 42% chance of drawing one. Red blue. And we have foretold a card. And we have found a land. Alright, so they play snow stuff. So we're gonna play Redain and try to mess them up a bit. They're also another couple of frost permanents away from getting to frostbite Redain. Giant killer, huh? Let's rumble. Well, play around. What's the card? Lofty Denial, I guess? Okay, saw it coming, was waiting regardless. Let's get the giant killer down. They did not crack the passage, but it's kind of a sneaky thing you can do with passage because it puts the land into play and untaps it if they had the 4th land. Super awkward that they're cracking it now. Ooh, yeah, they could have had that land untapped if they played the land first. Redain got them. Yeah, this says untap it. So it's one way to get a snow land onto the field. But it looks like they've got their frostbite, so it's not that bad for them. 4th land. What do we play? I think we just want another Hollowblade, and I think we hold up the giant killer and the 2 mana for the dragon. This makes slamming Goldspan Dragon a lot less appealing. If only I had a Haven, we'd be threatening lethal next turn. But just getting another hit in before they play their dragon might mean they can't attack with it. Giant coming out. Okay, giant comes out. So we can play the Lurrus and play the giant killer, or we can do this. And I'm going straight for the throat. Okay, their life total didn't actually go to 0. That's a bug. They scooped while damage was on the stack. Somebody always asks about that. 3 more wins. We're playing against the person who runs Mono White Life Gain and always is on the play and always has a god hand. It's, oh my gosh, I've played this person so many times. They never miss. All right, this is the first time I've seen them without a 1-drop, but that probably means they have pretty awesome 2s. Heliod. Oh, Sky Mall this time. Yeah, nice. All right, it'd be really cool if we saw a giant killer. Giant killer. 1 time. Okay, not today. So, We can try to spellbind and move something out of the way. We can Sky Maul our own seasoned Hollowblade and try to block. I think what we have to do is get down the Regiment and then Sky Maul so that our creature is growing as well. Which means we have to take another pretty huge hit. We can also grab this reduced memory. Oh. Okay, it's like that. But if they're on one creature after this, and they grab Intro to Annihilation, that's not the best grab. Alright, they get in for 7. Let's see. So, if we reduce them to memory, they get a 3/2. They can hook this up to it, that's 5/6. It's not lethal. What if we take out the Sky Maul? Oh my gosh, if we take out the Sky Maul after damage, it's pretty good. Okay, I've really got to think this one through. Yeah, I think I want to get the Sky Maul. They're probably going to exile my Hollowblade though, so we need to be ready to recover from that. But that's all their mana. Okay. We can also play this Spellbinder and try to block for a turn, but if they just play land, get rid of it, we'd lose. So yeah. We do have to get rid of them all, and if they have another one, we lose. Wait a minute. If I give them a 3/2 for this, if they suit Maul to it, it's 4/3 becomes 5/6. I'm not dead. Okay. So if they spend their turn that way, and I'm not dead, then I can work on having blockers in the future. Okay, instead they go for this, which is good for us, because we can just trade with them if they attack, which they, okay, they do want to do. Actually, I have a giant killer now. Maybe I don't want this. Yeah. As soon as we can catch him without a creature on board, we are winning. So, this is it. Down to 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they've got Radiant Fountain. Oh no. Okay, and they have Luris, but nothing to get back. Okay, this is going to be really hard. How are we going to paw through it? Check for lethal, but I don't think so. I think that it's out of range now. And it is. They have one card left. We could Spellbind it, and then tap their Luris. But we can't get God in the air. I guess Spellbinder's good for that, right? Spellbinder does that job. Another Radiant Fountain. So the Giant Killer can tap something. If we send this, they block. I guess we have our Savior. But they get something. The Luris is around, they get something back with it. So I don't think we want to trade, but I really do want to attack for the +1/+1 counter. They don't want to block with Luris. If I left them with the Luris and they equipped it, it's a very interesting line. I could attack, put a counter on this, tap the Hollowblade. If they block with Luris, I sack the Savior. If they don't block at all and they take it, then I have these 3 to defend with. They equip here. They do get to hit me with Luris, which is pretty bad for me. But I end up with a counter on my Giant Killer. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I think we just say go. Which really sucks. I'm not getting value out of my regimen. But whatever they put the Sky Maul on... Okay, exile this. Creatures gain indestructible. Fun. Whatever they tried to attach the Sky Maul to is what we're going to tap. Tap that down. You don't have any cards in hand for this Hollow Blade right now. But they can sack the Glyph Weaver. They can also use Luris to get it back. That's what they're thinking, isn't it? That's what they're thinking. But I guess we make them do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still can't get there. Can't get there. They go for the indestructibility. I suppose I'll do the same. Although, I don't know if this helps me. Like, I guess it hits hard. It's one of the hardest hitting things on the board. Let's keep it. We've got to keep Luris tapped down. The Hollow Blade's going to keep growing. They're going to scoop. Okay. Whew. Oh, man. All right, 2 more wins. 2 wins from Mythic. And seeing if we can be number 1 yet again. On the play. No companion. It's a curve. Let's go. The opponent will face pressure. The Hammer Pass. Okay. What are you doing with those red cards? Red-green. Brushfire Elemental. Don't feel like I've seen this in a while. Well, they probably won't block. Let's put it to the test, shall we? Actually, holding up the Giant Killer might be really good here. If we play Bounty, and then they play something like Lovestruck Beast and we tap it, we're pretty happy, right? This is a curious situation. I would love to Skyclave this. If they had a giant, if they had a Bone Crusher Giant, would they have used it? I think they would have held up if they had a Bone Crusher Giant, so I don't think they do. So let's gamble. Okay, another Brushfire. Cool. Passage, of course. Come at me, bro. Come and do it. No. They're going to play defense with their Fabled Passage. Saving it for next turn, possibly? Maybe. So I guess we're just sending the Hollow Blade. I'll play out one of the bounties. All right, let's see what they do. They might be trying to get a Hinge into play. Indeed. We're gonna have to kill him. Okay, they got nothing else. Must be a pretty powerful hand overall. I'm trying to think if there's a good reason not to just power up Haven, but they're not going to run a board wipe. So I think we're better off playing out these cards. Just having a super wide battlefield here. Let's hold up a bounty for protection. We'll be able to tap one creature with a killer. They've got a questing beast. It's a good one. And then they scooped. Wow. Okay, one win. One more game. If we pick this one up, we'll enter Mythic, and we'll do it on a hot streak, which means we're more likely to enter at number 1. So we've won about 4 or 5 in a row. Oh man, against Yorion, are we going to draw the land? 40% chance that 41% chance. We gotta go for it. We have to. If we miss the land, though, we probably just lose. It's that simple. Let's get this on the field. Get in. Okay, come on, deck. Come on. One time for me. They saw Yorion. They kept a slow hand. It worked. Alright. So the Redain we want to drop at exactly the right time. The Sky Maul gets in more damage. Sparring Regimen, though. Yeah, let's do it. I can grab the Anatomy for another burst of damage, but I think I want Sciences. We want to be able to we really want to activate this Faceless Haven at the right time. We really, really do. All right, Cultivate, go ahead. Oh man, another Jwari Disruption. They don't have a third, do they? No way. There's no way. Land off the top. Let's play around the Jwari. Gotta slow roll this Redain. What's the card? Heartless Act on the dog. You got it. Potential lethal next turn. What have you got? Might be Binding the Old Gods. Binding on the Usher slows me down a little, but then we play Redain and we have protection for it, and then they're probably just done. Yep. That's a scoop. Well, what have you got for me? What have you got for me? Will the one in best of one be number 1 again? Or have I been beaten to it? I had a much harder road this time. It was more difficult than it's ever been before. Ladies and gentlemen, the one in best of one has again hit number